continue with our discussion, steps in managed change. So need for change can be identified either through internal factors or through external factors. Once this need is identified, the following change can be taken to implement, such as number one, develop new goals and objectives. So you have to set your goals, your agenda. Next, select an agent for change, or select a person. Especially person involved here are the human resource development, okay, or human resource personnel. Diagnose, okay, look for the sources, okay. Next, select methodology. Ano yung mga methodology na gamit mo? Number one, envision. So set up your goals, that is envision, okay. Evaluate, evaluation, that is another method. Diagnose, okay. Modify, okay. Reconstruct, remodel, that is example of methodology in business change or change management in business. Develop a plan. So what are your plans? Okay. Next, strategy for implementation of plan. So you have your own different strategy. So may mga approach ka, implementation of the plan, and then receive and evaluate feedback. This is very important. So of all that plan, okay, kasi you have to present this one to the employees and you have to receive feedback coming from them. Next, resistant to change. Resistant to change is a natural phenomenon. Of course, there are a lot of people will resist once new leader or new administrations take over. Okay, not all change is resisted. Of course, in the first place, okay, change is always happening, and then there are a lot of people will, that is a first impression, resistance but later on acceptance naman yan. Okay, next, in the organization, changes are accepted than resisted. So mostly even in private or in government, when you work in government, I mean, or in private, so there is always a changes. Acceptance to change is adoption. Okay, so you have to adapt, okay, or adapt to changes. Okay, so kung ano dyan, you have to adapt, okay, you have to accept. Resistant to change is unnatural behavior. Kasi unnatural yan. Kasi the problem is, yung mga matatagal na mga empleyado dyan, yung mga almost 30 years, 20 years, yun ang minsan nag-resist. Kasi they used to follow the old ways. Kung bago na naman, so it's up for them. Diba? Usually, wala sa magawa, they have to follow later on. Failure to understand characteristic of resistance can cause many managers to attempt to run through changes rather than to try understand and sources of resistance. Yes, usually ang approach ng manager is to attempt to run through changes. Usually they want changes, okay, hindi na sila nag-try o nag-trial and error, okay, hindi sila nag-test, basta ganun lang, kasi ang manager more on command okay. So manager usually, kung lack of leadership, yun ang gawin niya. Next, ano yung mga sources of resistance in the organization? So we have rational and emotional. So usually rational, as we have discussed in the previous slides, occurs when people do not have proper knowledge, information to evaluate changes. Yan, kasi wala siyang proper evaluation, wala siyang proper information, so magkaroon ng rational resistance. Next, providing informations in the form of data, facts, other types of concrete informations reduces the resistance. So usually, ang gagawin mo, you have to provide informations to all, from the lower position or low profile na mga empleyado, bigyan mo lahat yan. Next, emotional, involves psychological problems. Of course, you expect fear, anxiety, suspicion, insecurity, and the like. Okay? Nandun talaga yun. That's natural. These feelings are evoked because of people's perceptions of how the change will affect them. So, it depends upon, okay, nasa kanilang perception on how they accept and how they face the changes in their work environment. Okay, bagong PA o matagal ng PA dyan, once may bagong mga pharmacists, they expect changes also. Causes of resistance. Number one, all changes are not resisted, some are wanted by the workers. So, mayroon naman tayo, ay, kita na ganito, i-change naman natin. Okay, laging ganyan na lang yan. Okay, kahit malate, okay lang. Okay, wala nang checking attendance, na-use na sila ba? Okay, next, resistant to change caused by individuals, economic factors, workers, apparent technological unemployment, yan. So, yung mga economic factors, workers apparent by technological unemployment, kung there are a lot of technology has been introduced, usually magkaroon ng unemployment yan. Psychological factors, fear of psychological needs, affects sense of pride, achievement, and self-fulfillment. Okay, and social factors. So, social needs like friendship, belongingness, and informal groups. So, usually yung mga resistant kasi bago yung tao, yung bagong ugali. Okay? So, there is still resistance. Okay? Symptoms of resistance. So, aggression, immediate reaction, apathy towards his work. Okay? Pwede magkaroon ng apathy towards his work. Absenteeism, tardiness, anxiety, tension. Signs of resistance, strikes, restriction yan, nagkaroon ng strikes, wilga na, hindi na nila kaya yung mga bagong pamalakad ng bagong management. So it will also create already a conflict